What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Melissa Renee.
And I'm going to go ahead and use her term. And I am Evita, the mixologist.
Yes!
It's the little things.
Yes!
Stupid.
I'm telling you, next day you, and let me tell you, if I hear, y'all out here talking about, it's the mixie, bitch, you lie, because it came here
and
first.
The
truth ain't in your ass. Okay?
You stole her term.
Yes, you did. Now, this is episode 27. Well, honestly, my husband corrected me. It's actually episode 29 because we have our episodes in between, which means y'all need to go subscribe to our podcast by going to drinksandiscussion.com.
All these episodes every show.
Why? I gotta let them know so they can know what they missing. Cause if you just not watching, that means you done missed too much. We about to be in the 30s, bitch, and you done missed a lot. You gotta catch up. So this is 27, but if you count the VSOP episode, this is actually 29 or 28.
I came here to drink and discuss things. She doing math.
I'm just saying. I just gotta, put it out there for y'all if y'all missing these episodes, okay? Because we true to this, not new to this. Anyway,
let's talk about this drink.
Oh yeah, the straight fruity.
That's the name of it. Straight fruity. Got your pineapple, your strawberries in here. Some coconut rum, lots of coconut rum, vodka, triple sec, and just some tropical punch. I think that's it. Yeah. Put a splash of grenadine in there too. Yeah. And a splash of caramel salted nut.
But you can't really taste it.
It's called salted nut.
It is not called no salted nut. It is called salted caramel.
Salted caramel.
We don't like salted nuts. We like fresh nuts. Nuts that taste, like
Skin.
Dove. Skin is good too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so since we talking about straight fruity, we gonna go ahead and talk about Tank.
We're gonna address it.
We're gonna address Tank because I want to address homophobia. Even though, we gotta address homophobia, and I do believe that we are a little too homophobic around here, especially in the black community, and we gotta address that because it's okay. So,
yes, let's talk about it.
The Tank situation. Okay, so Tank was on Angela Yee's podcast. Hey, Angela Yee, if you ever watch this, girl, I love watching your show. Anyways, her podcast called Lip Service. So, of course, they talk about, everything that has to do with sex and relationship. So, they started off talking about, excuses men give, the excuses and shit men say, like, when they fuck up, oh, baby, you know how, well, you know how we are, you know how men are, we ain't you the bet, blah, blah, blah. So, when they was talking about that, one of the girls was talking about, how, I guess one of the excuses the man said, oh, I never lied before. He was like, I only lied twice in my life. And she was like, so you a liar? He was like, no, I'm not a liar. I only lied twice in my life. Okay. So, Tank was like, well, he kind of true. That's true. You're not really a liar. If you only lied twice in your life, you're not a liar. So Angela said, oh, really? So what if you a man and you suck dick twice? Does that mean you not gay? So Tank was like, sucking dick, especially twice, that's a little excessive. He said that. He said, but technically, if you think about it, like, are you gay because you sucked it twice? He was like, what if you sucked it one time? And you was like, Then he was like, you tried it again just to see. And turns out you realize, like, I really don't like sucking dick.
Right.
And then you start dating women forever after that. Are you gay? And he said, I don't think it makes you gay if you suck dick
You
twice.
got gay tendencies.
But what made me start posing the question, because it made me think. I said, well, you know what? I think we're confusing something. Is it the act that makes you gay, or is it the lifestyle that makes you gay? Because in the group, I had a discussion with one of the group members, and he made the statement to say, well, ain't no straight man gonna suck no dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna just suck no dick, whatever. So, you gay. And I say, even if you date women after that, you still gay. Even if you don't think twice about dealing with a nigga in that way, you still gay. You gay. I said, okay, so if a man who sucked dick twice, even though he done fucked women all his life, is gay, so that means a gay man who sucked dick all his life, once he fucked with a woman once or twice, he's straight, right?
No.
What's the difference?
Well, it's like this. There's really, you have gay tendencies. And yes, if he sleep with, if you slept with a man, you gay. If you got fellatio by a man, or if you gave it of all
you
things,
gay.
You gay. I'm just saying.
Even though you but
here's my thing. If you don't want to label on you, just keep that shit to yourself, okay? Because what if your husband come to you and be like, "Well, I did it twice in my life."
But see, that's what I broke down. See, here, this is what people need to understand. For one, it can't be a double standard. You can't say a man who sucked dick twice in his life is gay, but then when that gay man start fucking a woman, say, "Oh, well, you still gay." That's no, you can't do that. That's hypocrisy. One is good for the gay. So no, what it comes down
to. Then you bisexual.
No, what it comes down to is this. Now you said the statement to me. If my husband told me I wouldn't feel good about it. And let me tell you why.
Why not?
I'm not open like that. But I can admit that. I'm not an open-minded person like that sexually to be able to just receive that and not think about that constantly. Like, I can't look at you when you kiss me and think about a dick in your mouth constantly and I'm not there yet. I'm not open. But there are women out there.
There are women who like that.
Who's fine with
that. But
that.
that's what I'm saying. For me, I guess it's to each his own. So for us, we may look at that person and label them, because I'm not open like that either to accept that and say then, well, you're gay, because that's how I'm thinking.
I wouldn't even call you gay.
I
can't do it.
No.
Yeah. I can't do it. I wouldn't even call you gay. That's not something I could do. I'm not open enough to do it. But I would not label. I couldn't technically say you're gay if you said to me, babe, I was raped in prison. I can't sit there and be like, oh, you gay. Well, I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I made that statement too. I said, so what about the guy who was forcibly raped in jail and he was raped? Is he gay?
No, because somebody took it.
But if he came out and said, yo, I was raped in jail, how would people perceive him and look at him?
I think some men would, more so than anything, look down upon him. To me, that's different, because you do have some males who don't talk about it, who may have been molested by another man when they were young. So no, I don't look at that as the same, because when I say I look at it differently, if my significant other was to say that, I'm looking at it like what's your mindset? Like,
what you going through?
What are you? Yeah, I'm gonna think about your mindset. If you were raped, like, how do you feel about that? I need to know what your mindset. But if you come and tell me you voluntarily sucked dick, like, I'm thinking about your mindset on another level. Like,
what if you was drunk and it was a big orgy going on and a dick plopping in your mouth and you was like,
ain't no such thing. No.
And then once you caught on, you was like, oh. So let's say like something like that, and you was like, oh. No. And that happened. No. And what if he told you like, we was back in the day, we was in college, it was a big orgy, I was drunk.
I just feel like
a dick got in my mouth, but it didn't stay no more than a minute, and I took it out.
But they'll be like, why are you telling me this?
Because maybe,
why are you telling
because
me this?
maybe he wants to be open with you and say that.
Why, do you want to do
you
it
because-
again?
No, because
I'm just,
maybe
this
he
is the
want to
question
tell you
I
this.
want to ask.
Okay, well, maybe he want to tell you this because he don't want you blindsided. Because maybe
because a bunch of people saw you sucking dick.
It's a big
That's
orgy.
a problem.
It's
That
a
is
big
problem.
orgy. He wants you to know,
I'm
like,
glad you told
I
me.
sucked the dick.
We will make great friends.
And so you can't be with that man.
No. Keep your experimenting shit that you did to
But there are
yourself
some
on.
women out there, man, who
They are
very open to that.
Mhm.
They would not judge you on that. And I'm gonna commend those women. Like, you're very solid and secure with yourself, and that's important. So shouts out to them women, and I need more women out there like that. I need more of y'all out there, because I ain't doing this shit.
Not saying
But,
we need more men out there just sucking dick twice and moving on.
But technically, technically how I see it and how I feel, the act doesn't make you gay as much as your lifestyle. So if it's something that you enjoy doing, you know, like you enjoy that's something you want to do. You out here, you know, like you are really attracted to men.
Especially
then,
if you did something like that twice, you're in a lifestyle that's putting you there.
What if you did it and you got molested, right? Hold on. What if you got molested and when you was young, you sucked a dick. You were sucking that person's penis. And then you were confused. Like, you kind of confused. You don't know where you at. So what if something happened?
I'm not going to call that person gay. But hold
up. Wait a minute. I ain't finished now. What if then you confused and you find yourself in a position where maybe, you know, a guy comes on to you. And you don't really know because what happened to you in your past, and you find yourself doing fellatio on him, or he did fellatio on you. But that's
opening it up into something a little different, because the question posed was like, if this was a able-bodied adult consenting.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
so if it happened
in the past, right?
Right, I understand.
You got older, you 18, 19, 20,
there are a lot of sexually confused people.
You in college.
Wait a minute,
let me finish.
I know where you're going. Where you gonna try it? You confused.
You tried it, and let's say you did it, and you was like, I just don't feel right. I don't want to do this no more. That's not me.
I'm saying they didn't. It's different when it happened to them as a child or a minor, and now you're older. When you go and try it as an adult, I'm just saying, keep that to yourself.
But why he can't express that to you?
Well, make sure you express it to the woman that can handle it. Just leave my simple ass in the past, in the dirt or something somewhere.
That's not fair, though. Because that's not fair for men, because they have no outlet, because they're quickly judged by being vulnerable. And
you know what? Get a counselor. Go talk to a professional. You have stuff to get off your chest. Just go talk to somebody.
So what if you like this dude? What if you had liked him, you was into him, you was like, girl, he the one, and then you found out this information. Not even with him. Maybe somebody was like, well, you date that nigga gay. And they just speaking on that one incident that happened. Like, you would just be like, fuck that shit. Or if you went and you talked to him and you was like, you gay, you know, I heard you, blah, blah, blah. And he said, well, no, this is, and he tell you about his past, and he tell you what happened. He was like, and I've never done this since then. You would just still be like, you gay nigga. Like, Riley,
I'm not going to say, you gay. Nigga, you gay. I ain't saying that.
What you going to say?
But I'm just like, you know, that's a bit much for me to process. So,
like, I'm a simple bitch.
Slow this down.
I'm not open like that to accept it. But I can accept. I'm not open enough to be able to receive that yet.
But that would be a sign to him that I wasn't a woman for him.
Yeah.
If I'm saying to slow down.
But I wouldn't. Like, if that was said to me by a guy, I would tell him, well, you know, like, I'm not there yet. Like, this is going to be something that's going to kind of play in my head a lot. I'm not there, but I wouldn't then label him gay and be like, girl, that nigga was gay. Like, no, I wouldn't do that, because if you don't identify with that and that's not your lifestyle, if you're
Tendencies.
not walking around having sex with men and enjoying it, well, what about the men who do it for money? Because I've heard about them play to pay men, and they ain't gay, but because they lazy as fucking don't want to work, or they be around here fucking the men.
Well, I
money.
guess they bisexual. I guess that's when you got all them labels. Just say I'm bisexual. And I'm a prostitute. I'm a male whore. For whoever want it. I mean,
You don't feel bad that these men can't just be open
that
and
they can't just
express
suck a dick?
themselves? No, that they can't even say stuff like, I was anally raped in jail without people like.
now if you tell me something like that, I'll feel bad for you.
But you still like agree with
I didn't say that. I would need to know the mindset. Like, obviously, if you disclose that to me, there's some things going on. Whether it be, you feel bad because maybe you did eventually find a pleasure in it, or it's just something where, I mean, anyone who goes through any type of rape, there's trauma. there.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to go talk to a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you opened up to me. Let's go talk to a professional.
So you wouldn't be looking at him. So if you saw him talking to the man at the gas station a little too long, you wouldn't be like, I don't know, nigga.
No, I'll only be like that maybe if he acquires a friend.
And he be playing Street Fighter with him in the middle of the night of that virtual reality shit.
You watch too much TV. But see, you know what? It's stories like this that makes me cautious. And this is not for somebody who's been raped. That's, Yeah. But for someone who has consented to it, especially more than one time, if I'm going to be with you, there are the horror stories. It's almost like you've heard of the woman who's with guys who are down low. Like that fear of being with someone who's just, still liking the pleasure of men and you're trying to hide it. Just like if you like the pleasure of other women and you're trying to hide it. I don't need nobody bringing some shit back to me.
Do you think we scared? Do you think women are more scared and it's more of a issue when it's their men stepping out on them with other men versus other women? And if so, I want to know why that is. Like, why is it like oh my gosh, like devastating when it's a man versus a woman?
Let me say this. If my husband stepped out on me with a man or a white woman, I'm going to feel the same way.
Now,
I'm going to just be honest.
I'm going to tell you my feelings. With the white woman or the gay man.
Wait. Let me finish. But because of what I've been through and where I am now, black woman, white woman, or male, I can't do the stepping out thing. That's not accepted.
That's not accepted. But
I've been young and I done been with a guy who slept around. I can't do that shit no more.
But listen, I can't accept either one, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, we be honest here on Drinks and Discussion, right? So I'm gonna be very honest. If it was a man that I got stepped out on or a white woman, I would be devastated. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because insecurity in me would be, I'm not a man. So what did he get? Like, it's clearly he got something from him that I couldn't
never give,
that I can't give him. Like, that's what my mind would be thinking of. Like, so what is it that you got from him that you wanted from him that I couldn't give you? You know what I'm saying? And that would taunt my mind, even if we try to reconcile it, because I'm like, well, I'm not a man, so I'm gonna be insecure. I'm gonna be really like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what I need to do right. And that's the same thing with a white woman. I'd be like, well, I ain't, You know, and maybe to men it might be like, it ain't that she was white. It was just a woman that I was dealing with, you know? But that's why I would be devastated because at least like when you look at a man stepping out on you on a woman, we women we look at stuff like, okay, the bitch she look good, she got a nice body. I ain't been to the gym in 6 years, so okay, maybe she maybe she doing that.
We come up with excuses,
or you know, be like okay, or oh she got a good job, she working, she got money. You know, or, you know, she make connections, or maybe she go out, she's fun. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, you know, but it's like with women, sometimes we look at it, if you step out with us on a man, and I'm not saying it's right to think this, but we look at it like, well, I can't compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might can compete with another woman and try to get my man back, you know what I'm saying, and get him back to loving me. But I can't compete with him. That's a man. What I'm supposed to do.
Just like a man would be devastated if you left him for a billionaire. They know they can't compete with a millionaire.
Yeah, like,
unless you're a millionaire. But they will feel the same way. They'll think the same way. Yeah, I just would be yeah, I'll just die.
I don't think I would die. I would just be like, I don't know. That shit would be over. Cause like I say, I got insecurities. I can't compete with that shit. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna put a label on somebody who's. I mean, if you're open, you say it. You know, it just doesn't sit well with me. There are many things. It could be things. Hell, I didn't graduate from college. I could tell somebody that, and they'll be like, that's a turn off. You know, I mean. Hey, to each its own. So, I sit over here with no degree. You sit over there and you
that wouldn't sexually. That's why when we was talking about peggers on the show that time, I couldn't, and that's maybe why I wouldn't be with the guy who wants me to finger them in the behind or the anus. That doesn't sexually arouse me.
Yeah, you gotta go with
so I have to go with what works for me. That wouldn't be a turn on for me as my preference. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the end of the day, people gotta respect people and their preferences. Like, so yeah, I will respect the fact that no, I'm not gonna label you as gay because you may have had and I say it's a double standard because while we'll look at a man and be like, no, he done suck a dick twice, or he done let a nigga suck his dick once or twice in college. But a girl will be like, yeah, in college one time, we had a little orgy. Like they'll have a whole talk about how they kissed their roommate or had sex with their roommate, but they don't, it ain't no taboo. But it's kind of like, okay, they can
you know how you're saying, but how men can express themselves, but men did it to themselves. Because they're heterosexual men, and I'm talking about y'all, who will look at, girl on girl and find that arousing. And that's a turn on for y'all. So they set that double standard, honestly, themselves.
You right, they did.
But if they knew of a homeboy who did such and such, they like, you did what? They look at them differently.
That's true. So maybe fellas, y'all done put that stigma.
Put that on themselves.
They put that stigma out there. So now y'all gotta change the stigma, I guess. Y'all gotta kind of change it. But no, I wouldn't sexually be aroused with and maybe it's because the type of woman I am. Like, there are women who like to be very domineering in the bedroom, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm not that type of girl in the bedroom. Like, I like to do things, but I like a man who take charge. Yeah, I like a take charge type of man in my bedroom. I don't like and some men like that, some women like that. They like, some men like a woman who like very domineering in the bedroom, and they turn here, flip here, do this, and that's cool. I'm not that type of woman. I don't like that.
So you don't ever get a little aggressive? I mean, I don't. I just
somebody slap them? No. Well, some people like that. Some people like that turn them on, but that, like, if I'm slapping you in the bedroom, bitch, I'm mad for real. Like, I'm slapping your ass for real. Like, that shit is real.
Ain't nobody talking about slapping.
Shut the fuck up. Like, that don't, like, I can't have angry sex.
I can't either.
It's like when some people be like, "Oh, I love when we angry."
Look.
I cannot have. That's not a turn on to me. Like I can't have angry sex. It don't turn me on.
If I'm mad, I'm
fake,
mad.
Yeah, fake mad and real mad is two different things. You know, and fake mad be like, you get on my nerves, you know, like that. But they come over there and may touch the right spot and hit, you know, and you don't. But you really ain't mad. But when I'm really upset with you, no, don't touch me, nigga. Like that, I can't have angry sex. That shit don't turn me on.
I got mad at my husband for giving me a gift while I was mad. Bitch, you just want to be mad. Don't try to cheer me up.
You gotta do it gradually. But you can't just give a gift. You gotta be like,
I'm
babe.
mad.
Yeah, you gotta be like, babe, I'm sorry. You
I mean, it
smooth
cheered me up a little bit, but it made me mad at the same time even
You
more.
was being a little bitchy.
I was.
It ain't even my birthday today. I want a birthday gift. I want a birthday.
Like a 2-year-old.
You was today.
Because I was mad already. So don't try to come. Nah. Don't be doing that nice with me when I'm mad.
But the whole point is we have our purposes. I don't do angry sex. Mm-hmm. I don't like to be domineering in the bedroom. Like I like, you know what I'm saying? I like to be, you know, the passive. Like I might even think, you know,
to be a damsel in distress ass.
You know,
it's extra.
Turn, flip your ass, smack your ass, pull your you know, like just extra. But that's me. That's what I like. So when if a nigga be like, babe, peg me in the ass, I'll be like, no, no, I'm not about to do that. I got nails. My nails is cute. And I don't want to peg you. I don't want to be the nigga. I want to be the girl. And I say nigga because even when you talk to women who talk about pegging, that's the one thing they associate it with is you're the one in control. You're dominating right now. That's the one thing I don't want to be dominating in my bedroom. I want to act like I want you to come in the bedroom and I want to act like I don't know what I'm doing, but still know what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, what? You want what?
I know exactly what you're saying.
You want me to do what? Like that? Ooh,
and then become the expert.
And that's what I mean. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do all of that domineering stuff. So that would be one thing. I couldn't be with a guy who was bisexual. I couldn't have been with a guy who's bisexual because if you do want that, no, I don't want to do that. And I'm gonna tell you, no, I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. I like to be, you know, I like a manly man. And I'm not saying if you gay, you're not a manly man, but I don't want to have to figure out the role. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to be
it's just not for you, and it's okay with saying that. You know, that's the thing. You know what? Because I'm gonna say this. This is to the gay community because we gotta pacify y'all feelings a whole lot. Now, I'm just gonna say, if it's not for me, it's not for me. Just like fucking a woman ain't for you, it ain't for you. But they don't like when people be like, that's just not for me. Oh, you homophobic? No. That's just not what I like. It's not for me. Okay?
No different. I don't feel no type of way when gay men be like, ew, fish. I don't feeling no type of way. You don't like pussy, so I get it. You're going to be like, ew, fish. You know? You don't like pussy.
They say fish.
Girl, you know they be like calling us, like, well, the ones who don't like us call us fish. Fish. Bitch, fish. You know, they call us fish. But I'll be taking it no way because I get it. You're a man who like dick. So you're not going to like no coochie. And you going to look at, you know, no different if you was gay and a woman came up to you like, ooh, I could put this on you. Like, you going to be like, ooh, no, thank you. No, thank you. You know, that's not what you into.
And ain't nobody walk around here saying, so what? You don't like heterosexual? Huh? What is it?
But that brings me on the topic of, it was in the group where one of our group members, Lamar, he was getting the most backlash because he was getting the backlash for some of his community, well, transgender community specifically, because he was like, he said it. He was like, it's an unpopular opinion, but I think transgenders are trying to erase women. Transgender women are trying to erase women, and you can't erase.
And you know what? I've had, and we do take topic requests. So if you want to inbox us, we can keep it strictly confidential. But this was a requested topic about transgender and how.
Oh, excuse me,
I could see where he's going with that, because it's one thing for you to say, hey, this is what I want. And I'm talking about, transgender on the men's side of things. For you to say, you want to be a woman, is how you feel. That's all good and dandy. But biologically, your makeup is different from a woman.
It is.
It will forever be different.
It is.
And we were requested to talk about this because it has gone as far as when it comes to competing in women events. You're asked to be placed in a woman's sport on a woman's team. I'm saying women's. On the women's team.
I love women. I ain't gay no more.
But you want to be placed on, a team for women, but you're biologically a man. That's a disadvantage. And it's gone as far as when it wrestling, all kind of marathons. It's no
whooping their ass, child. I wonder why he's the champion. Of course, he the motherfucking champion.
You know what? And let's talk about how everybody does pander all of a sudden now to transgender men. Now, for centuries,
they mad.
For centuries, we have women who have not been able to bear children.
You right.
But all of a sudden, now that the transgender men and their wants and needs are at the top of, I guess, the list, because they place themselves there, and I'm going to get to why.
White men.
Now that you're at the top of the list, all of a sudden it's, hey, let's do womb transplants.
It's not fair. Transgender men should be able to have kids. Well, what about the fucking woman?
Right. Who
can't have fucking none?
Like, where was the importance of trying to do that for the women who have, been trying to have children and can't carry a successful, carry a child? I don't even see, that's just too much. It's too much.
Because let me tell you something, and I'm going to tell all my black transgender women something. Listen, trust and believe, this ain't got shit to do with y'all, okay? Because if the white man didn't want to feel accepted as a transgender woman in this world, they wouldn't give a fuck about what the fuck y'all want.
They really wouldn't. And then y'all go running out with the, Black Girls Rock. Oh, everybody was disappointed because they didn't nominate any transgender. You're not a woman. You're a transgender woman. So if they want to enter a category for you,
they should do that though.
Yeah,
they should do that for Black Girls
Rock. But
you
can't nominate with that. Like, it's different. You're not a woman. You're not always. Why the fuck are you taking the thing that does a woman symbol off the pack? Is it for you? Didn't hear about that? The Always maxi pads. Well, Always decided to take, the symbol for a woman, for a girl, the circle with the, how we know we're, it's for girls. They're taking that off to appease to transgender. Now, I don't think it necessarily has to do with men.
Oh, okay. Because
I think it has to do with the transgender woman, because women who men transgender. See, it's too much. It's too complicated. The women who say, okay, I felt like a man and now I want to be a man. But when you pick up these packs of maxi pads, because bitch, you're a woman, you bleed. You don't want to be reminded. You don't want to be reminded.
You see that nasty ass meme?
What?
with that white transgender male with his legs open and
pulling out a tampon?
No, girl, he got his legs open and there's blood right there. Like he didn't wear no pad. Talking about transgender have periods too. If you don't put a pad on your nasty motherfucking
or a pad
ass
on, unless you've had a total hysterectomy, I believe, or some type of I don't know how they do it. If you had a hysterectomy, then you're not going to have one. But if you're having your period, it's going to remind you every single month. You are a woman. You're a woman. So picking up a fucking box of pads with the woman's symbol on it does not make you any less reminded outside of bleeding from your pussy, bitch. You're a woman.
Transgender men wear transgender men have periods too. Like, okay.
Yes, you do, because you're a woman. You're a woman.
Listen.
And I'm not being insensitive to it. I don't. You do what you want.
Like you can. I respect.
You do what you want.
I respect what you identify with. I respect that. If you want to identify with as a transgender woman, who am I to take that away from you?
That's your business.
That's your business. You can.
Don't rock my world for it. That's all.
Yeah, like, but don't then put me in a position where they talking about, yeah, you gotta wrestle this transgender woman over here who clearly is built like a man, stronger, and that it was it was a relay of some type of track game that the white transgender woman won, and it was like that was like her 5th time in a row winning, or like she's the ultimate champion of all of the regions, whatever. But it was one of the Olympic the retired Olympic track runners, and she said something, I don't know who it is. She mentioned something, and she was like, y'all forgetting the fact that this is still this transgender woman has the biological makeup of a man. So you're having women race a man.
Yeah.
I don't care how much she gave herself breasts.
Like, here's my thing. How far are we gonna take it before a transgender woman say, well, I want to be on the women's NBA. I want to be on the WNBA.
Dunking and shit on her ass. Whoa! And we sitting there like
it's not fair.
And you know that because I ain't heard of what. Have you heard of a woman in the WNBA dunking yet?
I think somebody done been dunking. Girl, them some tall bitches.
Oh, you know what though? But they would have
in respect.
They would have
bitches. But them some tall.
They would have the thingamajig. So you might be right, but they'll be dunking like nothing on
But when you're a man, your body makeup.
Well, they say it's different.
Yeah,
it's a different.
You move different. And
like there are exceptions to the
transgender women out there who will remind people like, bitch, I'm a man.
I'll beat
Pump
your ass.
Fucking brakes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
They will say
that.
They'll be like, they'll turn that voice into man.
Bitch. Real quick. I respect that. Hey, let me know, because if I don't know, I'll pop
off.
But I might still be talking.
You got it, sis, bitch. I ain't gonna fight your manly ass. You got it, sis. But yeah, I do think those things need to be in consideration. I think that's what he was mean. That's what he meant.
Like
when they're trying to erase the woman.
What's
like
his name?
still
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, he still
how you win Woman of the Year?
But here's my thing with a lot of transgender. A lot of them still have their manly parts, right?
You know what I read an article about?
What?
Something they don't like to talk about.
What?
Is the ones who have gone through this gender role transformation.
I did. They're trying to go back.
And they want to go back. You don't hear people talking about that real big.
They did. It is.
And they realize, they made a mistake. This is not what they want. And it's on the men and women's side. The women who took testosterone, I don't know if it's injections or pills.
Because you know why? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you what I think. If you think about it, if you're a man, you get arousal out of your penis. You know what I'm saying? And you might get some out of your anus too.
I think your testicles.
Your prostate.
Yeah, the gonads.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
So if you taking away the one thing where, you know what I'm saying, you release, you come, you know, you have an orgasm, you take that away. Like, how do you, I can see, like, how do you release that?
You can't. Because I would think, I don't know. Because to me, that's kind of like almost castrating yourself. Because I believe castration is removing the
Penis.
No, I think it's
the ball.
The testicles.
So you still, oh yeah, because you got to pee.
Yeah, yes, you have to pee.
I forgot about that. So y'all still have y'all ding-a-ling, but y'all ain't got the balls.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get into all that stuff, but some of them.
Well, let us know.
Some of them,
if we say
have
anything
not
wrong, inform us.
The full sex change here, but they've done things like, as far as women, they maybe had their breasts removed.
So
they take testosterone and have their
so they don't
hair.
Like that anymore.
They don't want it anymore. So it's like even men who's taking estrogen
I seen
to
the
make
article.
their features,
I didn't read it though, but I saw
more
the
softer or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like, well, this is not.
I wonder if it's doing something. I wonder if, because they have to take medication to keep that stuff going. So I wonder, is it
certain hormones?
Is it doing something? Like, is it a side effect?
You know, I don't even think it's the side effect part from what the article was saying there. You see how she dropped shit? Good ass fruit. But anyway, I think it's just, you know, some of these people, from what I read from the article, made this decision in their early years, and now they're 25.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, this is not what I want. I mean, shit, we done dated people in our early 20s, and you done hit that 27 marker, and you
some
like...
Some of us was gay in high school and thought we liked coochie, but, you know, by the time we hit about 22, 23, 24...
I'm looking at your Instagram, and you got kids at 30-something. Now, had you went through this whole, you know, and I ain't just saying kids, you know, you got husband and kids. That's your business.
Mm-hmm.
That's your business. But there are those who make, you know, the wrong decision, following the masses.
See, didn't I say I feel like you should have like some thorough...
You need therapy. I truly believe, and it needs to be a therapist, which may be hard to find though, but it needs to be a therapist without bias to do the therapy.
Yeah,
not a therapist who's just going to sign off on something and say, you know, yeah, just let them go have it because they getting, you know, cut for how many people they may refer. Yeah. So, you know, I do believe, I mean, because that's a big decision.
It is.
It's a huge decision. I don't take your decision away from you, transgender women or men. When you say this is how I feel, that's your decision. Really that's a big decision. So I hope a lot of you have gotten proper counseling.
I don't think it is fair that we have to compete with transgender women who biological makeup, and this ain't who biological makeup that they can't control, nor can we control, is going to be, you know, have its advantages over a woman's biological makeup. And I think
instead of them fighting to be in the same competition as biological women, why don't you fight to have a category alongside of that competition for transgender women? That's just how it should be.
Because they ain't gonna have a lot though. Like, ain't gonna be a lot of transgender women.
You know why? Because you might as well run cross country with the men. Just braid it up, sis, and just hit the pavement, the track, whatever.
And you know what? And it's not a bad thing, because I remember, like, they had situations where when they didn't have a female football team at high school, a girl, she fought and played on the she played on the football team as a female on their football team. So what's the difference if you identify with a woman as a, you know?
I'm gonna be honest.
I can see that being like the guys having a problem.
This even goes for women who think they can compete with men, because, and I say this, I'm gonna just bring it all the way down to Little League football, because my son played a game last weekend.
That's true too.
And there was a girl on
and you can't
the opposing team.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what? And because of tradition, and we do tell our boys, that's a girl. our team wasn't rocking her ass. She was getting by them. So you know what the coach said? She came to play football. Tackle her. She was out the game after that. Like, it's certain things we're women. You cannot do.
Yeah.
If you ain't fast enough, you about to get your ass rocked on that fucking field, and you're gonna be hurt.
That's true.
And yes, it was told, look, hit her, because they wasn't tackling her.
Because she was a girl.
And
you know what? They knew that too. And they used that to their advantage. That football team knew that. That's why they didn't expect that shit when her ass got rocked.
And she
went and sat down.
And that was it for her.
Child, I don't know now. That coach might have been happy. That coach might be like, thank you. Because if I ain't put her in, her daddy was going to say some shit. It was like she was gonna say something, so I had to put her in. Now she in. Now her ass got to sit down. So that's the end of that. All right, now let's play some fucking football.
So it's not just on y'all transgender women.
No, it's not.
It go for
women
you
too.
know, the women
trying to do shit that we ain't strong enough. We're not. But see, and that's why I go back and say with this whole women's rights situation. That's why I say I don't fight for the rights to be equivalent to a man. I fight for the rights to have the same respect as a man. Meaning that it's a certain type of respect you're going to give a man. You know what I'm saying? I want that certain respect. I want the treatment to feel like you're not going to belittle me and diminish me and mistreat me because I am a woman. No, you gonna give me the same way that man to walk in there, and you know what I'm saying, respect him, and you ain't gonna try him a certain way. It's the same way you don't need to fucking try me. Give me that same respect. But I don't want to be treated equivalent to a man because I ain't a man. I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that in my abilities as a woman I can't do like a man. I can only do it as a woman and as a woman. And that's the shit that I don't respect for the women's rights or this whole Me Too movement. Like, stop fucking trying to be equal as a man. You ain't a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all focusing on the wrong shit. Focus on respect. Focus on, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers giving you the respect that you deserve to have as a human being. Don't be sitting here focusing on, oh, well, I should be able to get that job. Well, bitch, if you want to go out there and pave concrete, bitch, you know, that's you. But don't get mad. Because let me tell you something. I remember a past friend of mine used to say, like, the men would be upset because she got on the police force, right? And so it was certain things that she couldn't do because she's short and she petite. And they would be mad because they're like, yo, like, I ain't signed up to be sitting here helping her, and like I came here to do whatever I needed to do. But I kind of could understand it in a sense, because if you sign up for a job and you can't hold up if you can't hold it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, to a certain extent.
A certain extent.
Let me tell you where certain things come into play.
Not the whole thing, but yeah, to a certain extent.
There are job requirements, and there are job requirements that say, for example, you got to be able to lift more than maybe 25, 50 pounds. Yeah. Something like that. That's a job requirement. Anything above that, when y'all men choose to lift that shit by yourself, that's your business. Because OSHA and proper training says
you ain't supposed
get somebody else to help you. And y'all be getting mad over that shit.
I get that. But with her, I think it'd be a situation where they have to.
But you can't be the damsel in distress and shit now.
They have to come out there with like certain stops. I think because they have to
the female.
They have to go out there with them. You know what I'm saying? Which in reality, that shouldn't really matter, because like, just like they can, but you know, but you know what? I can see that, because you remember that clip, that whole situation when that guy beat the shit out that female
woman
with her.
But guess what? That could have been a petite man. Yeah, because that was a big ass dude. That motherfucker was big. Now that could have been a man about my size.
That should have been
about getting his ass swung all around. You know, that's why they took a lot of weights out of the prisons. Because the prisoners were
getting bigger than
bigger than the CEO. So I mean, it all depends. Like if you got somebody who's trying to do, pull a woman card, like, can you get this for me? Can you get that? That's actually a form of sexual harassment. Y'all better read your HR stuff. Yes, if I had a leasing agent who was a guy, and my assistant manager is a female, and we always told the guy to take out the trash or the guy to go lift some stuff, yeah, I'm treating him differently. I'm singling him out.
That's true.
So
I get it.
You can't do that.
That's true.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I mean, hey, I feel it, but I feel in certain situations, like, and I'm not even saying like don't do that job, but I'm just saying like know what the job entails and be able to carry your load.
I think their thing comes in some women. I ain't saying all, because we're not equal. We are different, but we should gain respect, and respect comes in like if a woman does a job a man does, where a smaller man, because you have petite men, may ask his counterpart.
Where these fucking petite men at? Because I ain't seen these petite motherfuckers.
You see the ones wearing the skinny jeans who ain't tall. You see a lot of them.
Yeah, got a big old. Like the guy who what was his name? He was on the band and he was Mr. McClain assistant.
What was his name? He was a very petite with a big old right head. Now I feel like I could take his ass.
With a guy. That's your problem. And then that man beat your ass. He was little,
but like for him, he might be able to go to his boys like, "Hey, y'all help me lift this," and they be like, "Yeah, I'll be over there." Whereas the girl go and they like, "That bitch always need help."
I get it. You right.
And it's not fair.
But I think they'll be talking about him too, though.
They do. His little weak ass. They do.
Weak ass nigga always need help. Nigga drink and show, nigga. God damn, bitch.
Beef it up, dude.
But I see with that. Yeah, so it don't just fall on transgender. I feel like, women, we be walking around here too, act like we equal as men, but what we need to be fighting for is respect. We need the same respect as men. We need the same treatment as men. When it comes to certain environments like the work environment or business or everyday life. We need that respect, not necessarily the treatment, because I'm not a man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna necessarily try to play the position as a man because I'm not gonna be able to explain to my son how it is to be a man and what he's to expect. Like, I don't know how to tell him that because the only thing I've ever been in my life is a woman. I don't know what it feels like to be a man. I don't care how much I try to identify with the man. I'm a woman. It's no way in the world possible I can know how a man feels. No way. I'm not one. I don't know. I can assume.
And I don't have any worries about, how some people feel transgender women are trying to erase women. It can never happen. Because women are life-bringing.
Well, not when they get them wombs, bitch.
When the wombs run out.
No.
You need a woman. We life-bringing. We bring life. You can never get rid of us.
Well, what
a biological woman.
Where the one? Oh, they're going to get the C-section.
Yeah, cesarean birth.
Y'all gonna get tired of that shit. Getting cut the fuck open. Bitch, I'm tired of it. I got cut open twice. And I was over that. I didn't even want to get cut the second time. But they told me I really sat in the position.
Danielle did it.
What?
I think she had
vaginal?
With her last.
Yeah, but they try to scare you and be like, if you have a vaginal, we can't promise if something go wrong.
Sure. But it was complicated, bitch. I understand why they told you that.
I'm complicated.
Didn't you almost die?
Something always go wrong in the room with me, child. Hemorrhaging, oxygen. Lord, I don't know why.
At least they care.
Shouts out to Dr. Fisher. Thank you, girl. She did care.
She cared. I know we can sit here and talk about the whole transgender debate all day.
And them fucking women. Damn fucking women.
Women.
I see why men be like women are headaches, because y'all motherfuckers gets on my nerves. Anyway.
And y'all men get on my nerves. I'm in a house full of boys.
Anyways. Well, I kind of am. I got one girl.
Just one. I ain't got none.
Anyway, she be on her daddy's side. But anyways, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and clink this up and wrap this up for Straight Fruity episode 27. And we're gonna get into this VSOP episode. This, I think, is our third VSOP. So make sure y'all go ahead and go to www.drinksandiscussion.com. Subscribe to our podcast. They all on there, so y'all can listen to the bonus episodes. And the only way you're gonna hear our bonus episodes is if you had like that.
We need to sing for them one day.
It's if y'all go and subscribe. All right. So we peacing out. We already had clink clink, right?
We did clink clink.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Thank
y'all.
y'all.
Here go my